Don't you love it? You log into the game and it looks like your house. Good morning. It is officially morning for me as well. We've had very little crashes, fortunately, since hard drive failure. Still don't know if it's because of Rust settings or kind of respecting more the graphics card capacity. And is it OBS? Because we're asking it for much fewer resource and additional plugins. Fortunately, you're stuck without my optimizations. There's normally a button I press. I just haven't set my keybinds. But since I'm a little sniffy, I think I'm gonna do that right now. And of course, I like to show you what's up as best I can. So in OBS, there's something called hotkeys, and you can set hotkeys for different pre-programmed things. But in my case, I want to set a keybind for the microphone, and it's not there. You have to add it to the source audio output. And if you don't know if it's an output or input, when it says like mic, this is mic, and this is sound, right? So mic. And it sounds kind of redundant. Microphone, mic, just mic. It sounds pretty redundant because it's kind of already here, but at least with that, there you go. You hear me in the testing. Sorry. All right. Monitor. Monitor. Okay. I think it's the only one that I don't monitor and output because I, compared to the rest of the sounds which I want to hear, this one I don't want to hear. And then we close. Oof, pretty loud, isn't it? Then we close the mic aux. We can probably ask it to get the fuck out. We can hide it, I think, in my settings. Can't move it here. Global settings. Right click. Click here. Hide. Hide, yeah. Bam. Just like that. So that's for the mic. In order for me to see it when I go into my hotkeys, and now mic is here. It was already here. Yes. But let me show you why it's also going to be useful. So mute mic. What do I do normally? This one. There's no push to mute, just straight up mute. Discord, I think it's this one. Oops. I use the numpad. Next to the keyboard, there's a numpad with numbers and plus and sign and minus, and that is something you never use normally, or but I use it for the streaming purpose. Wow, this mic. Fair sound warning. Desktop is going to be this one, which is also going to be the game. So if you can see, I'm using if you look at your numpad, if you have one, the plus on the numpad is my own mic. It's a bigger button. Some people might put something else, but whatever is most important. Some people would put like a lot of things on that game, desktop, just muting, emergency mute. I'm still way too loud. Wow. Testing. Game I also put here because it's either game or desktop, so that's why they can have the same. I'm either listening to the game or the desktop applications. And I keep the divide for the TTS and things like that. Now, done. So the good thing I was saying about it, at least, is that you can move them around and it changes in the mixer their positioning. Like if I put game on top of mic, it puts the game on top, right? So that's a good thing about adding the sources of audio, even though they might still be or already be captured. All right. Personally, I like to see the mic in the game. Wow, my microphones though. Let me try to understand. Apps using your location, yeah. Apps using your microphone. Streamlabs OBS. Okay. Are you like boosting it though, or? Let's go take a look at this guy. 7169 is pretty much where I like it. The master output might have been a bit high. Wow, am I gonna be able to lower this sound? Test. 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 Testing a regular voice. Testing a regular voice. Regular voice test. All right. So what I do is I speak regularly, and then it tells me approximately where I want my voice. I could increase gain to make sure, but gain also takes all the ambient noise, and there's filters and blockers that so that you don't hear everything, like scratching or dumb little things. But then we have to apply some filters here. The first one is going to be a small gain. This is where I put my gain just for the application. If I find that my voice is too low, which it kind of is, your voice normally, from what you guys are saying, it should be around, when you say it's too low, that's about where it should land here. Then we're going to put another filter. It's a noise gate. No, it's a limiter. We're going to limit the absolute testing. All right. Thank you. So this really tells it it's capping it, right? So that's why you don't have to change your volume when you listen to me, because I've set my audio. And if you're really nice with your Discord friends, you might want to try to organize it so that you also have a limiter, so that when you yell shit like "Oh my god," "Oh my god," it's still capped out, right? So these are really good functions. Limiter is probably the most important. Gain is to kind of get you to the right levels. All right, let's go back to game. Fortunately, I don't have scenes set up, so let's go to games. All right. Let me just eat a bite here. It's literally morning. I've got the fattest fucking breakfast sandwich. It's Wendy's breakfast baconator. Wendy's makes a breakfast baconator. They just slapped the name, but it's like sausage and bacon, egg, cheese, sauce, bun. I have the bun changed for personally, I'm a big fan of the, what is this called? It's not the bun. Not the English muffin. The fucking, oh, I can't think about it. It's the thicker fucking breakfast bun, or whatever it's called. The one that when you separate, it makes like little bits everywhere all the time. It'll come back. Stick around to find out what bun I used for this morning. Did I buy a gear? I think so. Found a gear, bought a gear. We should be seeing if there's a door. Current setup. Current setup I'm pretty fucking pleased by, I'll be frank. Like, really. We've got compound bow. This is mainly for hunting. Like, mainly for hunting. I did hit a player yesterday for 100, right? Like, holy shit. That's crazy. Nope, one moment. right. Sorry. These are real neighbors coming in to ask questions. My neighbor is an older lady who was trying to get access to her Facebook with like 6 emails. It's really hard for her. Yeah, so can be very powerful, but if you take your time and if you're slow and if you don't get caught, mainly, right? Yesterday we died. We got knifed by this knife. And we didn't have a chance to shoot an arrow. Like stone pickaxe, absolute all-star. Banana pistol, I found it yesterday. Nothing special, not really part of the setup. But if I didn't have the knife or the tool, you know, I do feel like I should be able to survive with this at 100 HP, which is done by meds and food, right? And my armor. And the armor, like I was saying yesterday, we need to if you're not a pure PvP players who is always at the hardest monuments. Let me go see what it looks like outside for the light here. A little bit of light, I think. It doesn't show much. Players could think it's the sun. No, he's running. Let's chase him. Strange structure in the bottom here. None of this makes sense. This structure right here, I'm gonna get naked and come here. It was here like that when it started, so why? The bear is 400 HP, right? You have to have a good shot, can I say? Are we gonna be doing roads over here? Because that surely looks like about to be doing. Look at me. With my bow, I look like a professional. Semi-professional, casual. Oh no, bear. You did not go... No, bro. Like here, I'm okay with the knife. Like if something happens, somebody comes up. This is a lot of damage. 35, swing, 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 done. So unlucky on gears, it's kind of abnormal. The bear could have turned around. Oh wow, it broke. I can't repair it here. Pretty suck. Look, I'm gonna just check it for bear And if I don't see him here, I think he's turning around. So we're gonna go back home, kill the bear if he's there. Right over the shoulder. That's a body shot. I'm not sure where he is now. Did he die? Huh, I guess. Honestly, it's such a small road, and because I'm here, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna fuck it. Ooh, this is a lucky moment we have seen on stream. I like those 2 stones. It's not infallible like over here. If somebody pops up over here, I'm dead. No, my pickaxe! I have a stone but no wood. It's fine. I think there's nodes everywhere, so we're not gonna like risk our build making a stone pickaxe just for this. Ouch. That's what the food is for right there. Got that. Food, bandages, perfect little solution. We're good on fuel, way good. Ooh. Spring is definitely good. I don't want to waste too much time, like it's a good spot to get there. I'm full of shit. And it's right here. better use that if I get shot. Alright, nice little scrap run. And we have the paddle, so lucky. Let's do the signs. Like, if this is week 1, you get the extra scrap here. Doing that too, you get to learn something. Definitely awesome. It's currently my way of getting the high qual. But now we're going to attempt to get a car, I think, which is going to transform it into a camper, and we're going to try to use that to go to different places and do monuments and shit. See how viable that is, because truth is I'm building my little thing here, and it ends up being like most of the efforts that I would make into a base anyways. Keep some tarps, just in case. Need cloth. Yeah, I was saying the build, bones is nothing to spit at. 25% overall for like what would be considered nothing, because you throw away the bones, right? So we have stone, we have some wood. Oh, I definitely want to bring this home because of the tech trash and the nice motor and pieces. Nice variety of car pieces here. What do we do with the scrap? I'd like to do something with it. Oh, I know. We have to buy house defense system and aggressivity enabling technology. By that I mean smoke, grenades, and frag grenades. Possibly get more water, but we'll wait. 9, is it? Oh no, we'll do 10. 2 stacks. That does use a lot of money. And then I guess we have to do 8 here. For how much? Many smoke grenades. Is 8 enough? Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, like, for smoke grenades, because you know what I do is, so let's just go over. So the frags are very powerful weapon, a little bit like the Ioka pistol, but they're restricted to distance, right? Ioka, you got to be very close to deliver a strong impact package. But you're gonna win that fight if you get it right, and then huge gains from that. You can kill geared with that. Same with the F1 grenade, you can kill geared with that, and it's pretty cheap. Like 8 scrap to get a geared kit, like seriously. We could have bought a horse. We could have. You can buy like a horse to find a car, but I feel like we should be able to find a car. And the smoke grenades, if you haven't seen it, I use it in the house when I get when we get attacked or boomed. It's a deterrence. They can't see anything with it. Although there might be like a safe fail system. I mean, I can't even. Let's drop it. Is their door open? No, okay. Whew. Big base right on top of me here. These two bases looking at each other. Sure. Oh, charcoal. Charcoal. What the heck? Charcoal and sulfur. Just the product. Right? Sulfur, sulfur, metal, metal. Stone. High qual already goes where it needs to. Or I guess sulfur would also. It's fine. And so would the can. Anyways. What I noticed yesterday is I plugged this with no power at all, into the furnace and into the box. And these things, I swear, when they have no power, they act like if they don't exist. They kind of let through anything. I'll take that back. I'm not sure that's what's happening. What did happen that I noticed was that the product was taken. You see this part here? Product taken. I thought it was because I told it to. Here. But it's not. It's the TC that is like pulling shit. There you go, you see it? And it's pulling it from the combiners, which is simply the box, and it's plugged directly here, so it's like two boxes plugged together. So the TC is like, oh yeah, I see a box where there's metal right here. I'll take it. So I don't need to push metal anywhere, as long as it goes in the TC. But if it doesn't go in the TC, then I guess it'll come here. Oh, neighbor, one moment. All right, we're back. Hold on. Elderly neighbor gets on Facebook, doesn't want to talk to anyone. I'm dramatizing. What is it? It's super easy to get car pieces. Let me get things ready. 2 pistons. I don't think we need 2 crankshafts, but we definitely use like 2 valves or 2 pistons, 1 motor. Right. I don't see how we could use 2 plugs necessarily, but what do I know? Most likely pistons twice. Like I think if you need a car with a lot of pieces, like 7 pieces, it's probably those. Motor, crankshaft. I have to look at the names. Plugs. Possibly 2 pistons or 2 plugs, I'm not sure, and then 2 valves. Each valve has its own spark plug, maybe? So the valve is what lets the gas flow in, right? It works with pistons. The more valves you have, the more pistons you must have, I believe. I guess that would be the setup. Is this working? Not really putting the charcoal anywhere. Oh, it's not plugged in. Well, I mean, shouldn't it still be working though? And there's no input, but there's still an output. Yeah, maybe that's why. I mean, what is it trying to output? It's trying to output nothing, because nothing coming in. Like, it would just shuffle stuff around in the box. I don't think that's intended, so... Or I think that's not intended, so... I might as well fucking store that. Gotta try to make you a nice little system here. Try to display this a little better. Well, we do what we can, I guess. Now it's pushing somehow. Sure, let's go to Outpost and repair this thing. We do need some wood. Some stone. Well, we can't just use blades by going to this the road here. I thought the knife would be good, but it's okay to do a little bit, but not much road. As we can see, knife broke, you know, kind of halfway. It was quite used, though, I gotta be honest on that. So but it was half when we started. Ooh. You know, and is that good enough? Like, you know, say you use a brand new knife, you do what I did within the hour, and then the knife is at half. You know, is that okay? Is that fine? I don't think so. I think it's a little too weak. I do think it's a bit too weak. Now the issue with the paddle, that it takes 2 hits. And we would prefer something that does 1 hit. This sword, even though says 50, only hits 45. The machete might be a fine idea. It is a bit faster than the paddle, it is, yep. 48 paddle, 60 machete. Same damage. More? Less, yeah. But still 2 hits. I'm thinking the longsword, which is 2 metal blades and some metal frags. That I know I mean, it kicks ass. It kicks ass. Oh, I think she's yelling at the computer. Wood, metal fragments. Or machete. Much more sustainable. You can do 2.5 of those for the price of 1 longsword. repairing those. Bring this because we go to outpost for a sec. By the way, the iQual situation is fantastic. I think I'm gonna iQual this stop just because it kind of reaches the bench, doesn't it? Neighbor might be here. Hold on. Well, no, wait, never mind. Hammer. So the system, very simply plugged, right? The solar panel is plugged to the light. Then the light is plugged to all the conveyors. All the conveyors input are plugged into the splitters. And all the outputs are plugged into the combiners. And the combiners plug to the splitters. And we restrict the conveyors to just a few things. And we can make it very simple at first, right? For example, the TC has no list, so it lets in anything. And that's fine, it's just gonna refuel what's already there. I have one for food and medical, which is this one. Food, medical, they kind of go together. Let's, by the way, put some. I think I did it wrong, but it's fine. Then this one is just clothing, weapon, ammo. You can search for a category. You can add a category entirely. So for me, this is just like the start. So you can go like, okay, well I have a box for what seems to be like food and plants and food and meds, and this box for me is like clothes and possibly weapons. By the way, we can take this to do barrels. Then I have another box full of like car stuff or whatever little thing, but we can use it for charcoal as well. So this is kind of like the ore box right now. These two boxes are not plugged in. And for the furnace TC, we do have to set up something that makes sense, I think. And that's it. Just want to be faster than anyone else. Ooh, there's somebody on top. Kind of watching over him. He's half naked. He's got a crossbow. Watching over his buddy. Good time for stone and rock and whatever. That's sulfur. I don't see much boxes here. I want to at least see the nodes. The sun business. I'm like at the wrong side, am I not? Like having a horse right now would just be so splendid, you know? Splendid, really. Oh, you don't say. Oh, server restarting. Yeah, it's fine. We're gonna do a server restart at the outpost to see if it kills us. Hopefully not. It's like 5 minutes. I can't see anything. I got actual sun in my face. Oh wait, forget about it, huh? Yeah, what I would give to have a flashlight, frankly. That does mean we can sell a shitload of furt. That's an actual idea, to go get furt and move it. Like a pile. Oh, it did take a high qual to repair it? Whoa. I'll put this here. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. This is not mandatory, but it's just that I forget about it. Stick around. In the next episode of... Are we going to be able to sell 300 furs in one shot? Stick around to find out. To be continued. I can't see. At least I'm in save zone now. Mission accomplished. Yes! Crazy. Alright, I'm gonna take a 5. And we're gonna come back here, but I'm gonna stop the video because I just want to make some cuts. Let's see.